Lions here in downtown Detroit. And it is the site of the NFC Championship. And it's between, when I'm not getting interrupted, but it's the Falcons against the Lions. And hang on again, because they're interrupting me again, because I did not. So, as you can tell, the season has switched over to Madden 24. Now, what we were trying to say is that here in downtown Detroit, Ford Field, home of the Detroit Lions, and it's gonna host the NFC Championship tonight, right here on YouTube TV network, to decide which team will punch their ticket to the 5th annual national championship. The past 3 seasons in a row, the Detroit Lions have made it and won. They beat the Giants at Nissan Stadium back in National Championship 2. They beat the Falcons 52-49 a couple seasons back. And then last year, during the offseason, after the 3rd annual national championship, things changed. The league said that now 2 teams that play in the national championship cannot be from the same conference. So now it has to be 1 member from the NFC and 1 member from the AFC. The Lions went on and beat the Ravens Stadium in San Francisco, California. This season, the teams are playing for a shot to go to SoFi Stadium and play the 5th annual national championship. So who will make it, the Falcons or the Lions? And same for the AFC, which is between the Texans and Steelers. Dak Prescott had a 35-7 lead in last year's AFC Championship game. The Ravens come back and beat them 41-35. He does not have to worry about that, as the Ravens lost in the first round of the playoffs and have been eliminated. But the Steelers are going to put up a challenge, as the Texans got the number 1 seed, so they have all their games at home. And the away team has done pretty good on the road this season in the regular season and postseason. Now back to these teams. The Falcons have 2 national championship appearances, and they were both losses. They lost 47-41 in the 1st annual national championship, actually in this very stadium. And then they lost 52-49 back in the 3rd annual national championship to the Detroit Lions. Can they beat the Lions and get their revenge, or will the Lions cruise to their 4th national championship in a row? Only one way to find out is the Falcons elect to kick this one away. So we move to Madden 24 now, and we're underway from Ford Field. So here's the return, as the Lions wearing their alternative helmets. So they got all blue on against the Atlanta Falcons here. We're going to ignore that. And some of the players, I mean, obviously you haven't seen on the Lions before. They will be playing, obviously. As that's broken up. Great defense from the Falcons there, but Jalen Ramsey is injured. He will not be playing at all. And, yeah, so Jalen Ramsey hurt. He will not be playing, and possibly not. Oh, it's a fumble! And it's recovered by the Detroit Lions, but it's 3rd and 23. The Falcons looking good so far here. Quick pass knocked away. And just like that, the Falcons forced the Lions to a 3-and-out. All right, so Lions have just been forced to a 3-and-out. And the Falcons will take over at the opponent 36 as Desmond Ridder comes in. Here's Ridder. Firing for Kyle Pitts. He makes the catch. And to the end zone he goes for an Atlanta Falcons touchdown. They get the excellent field position. And one play, they get into the end zone for 6. Well, the way the Falcons are playing so far, could this be the first season we don't see the Lions in the championship game? Still plenty of time to play, obviously, as that only took 5 seconds to do. But, I mean, you're just looking at how Detroit played on that first drive, 3-and-out. Now they're going to get a chance at a second drive here. But obviously for the Falcons, it was a touchdown on their first drive. As here's Raymond to return it. And he's going to get it out to his own 12, and that's where Jared Goff and company will go to work. David Montgomery on the rush. Gain of 6. And tomorrow, as in Friday, at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be the AFC Championship. That'll be played as there's a catch by Laporta, taken into enemy territory before he's knocked down. But anyway, what we were saying is they'll be played at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to determine who is going to punch their ticket to SoFi in 2 weeks. Goff fires. He's got Montgomery. Goff looks, fires towards Amon-Ra St. Brown. Pass is knocked away. Quick pass to Jahmyr Gibbs, incomplete. And that should bring out the kicker. Lions gonna call a quick timeout. 7-0 here in Ford Field. Back in 30 seconds. Well, that felt a little less than 30 seconds, but and now the Falcons calling a timeout. They know that the Lions usually go for it, but obviously here in this situation, could just take the field goal, and that's what it looks like the Lions are going to do with Patterson. He trots out on the field. A 58-yard attempt, and no good. Not a bad idea to kick the field goal. I mean, obviously, definitely in range, but I think he got a little nervous there, and unfortunately, that one's not going to work out. And that one's no good. Kyle Pitts staying in bounds and finally taken down at the 16. The Falcons have lost in this very stadium in the championship game, and they are just one game away from getting back in it. And that's second in inches as Desmond Ridder rushes it. But they're just one game away from getting back in it with a chance to try to become national champions in their third attempt at it. Incomplete. In the end zone. That is caught. Touchdown Atlanta. Robinson and Atlanta gonna extend their lead here. So obviously the tradition continues. The person or the team that wins the championship will kick things off in Mexico City to start the second season, as the second season is going to be starting sooner before it does. Normally the season begins in May, with preseason beginning in April. We're going to have preseason in January, and then we're actually going to begin in February. And we're going to extend it from 10 games to 14 games. So it'll be a great... that's a sack. It'll be a great season to start next season. Now, they are in IRL. They are, which stands for in real life, if you don't know that, which most people do, but just saying. If they are not done with renovations in Mexico City before the start of next season, then the team will travel to London or Germany, and London or Germany to kick off their season. Quick pass to Jahmyr Gibbs, dropped. Another 3-and-out drive for Detroit. And unfortunately, gonna have to punt here. And that could have been an excellent return. Instead, they have to start at their own 42. Or the opponent 42, excuse me. Going for Drake London. He's got it into the end zone for 6. And the Falcons are on the way to upsetting the Lions and stopping the Lions from going to their 4th. Now remember, the Falcons in the Super Bowl were once up 28-3. Could that be a thing here? They go up 28-3 in the first half. Goff looking, fires quick to Sam Laporta. That's caught. 2nd down and 3. Both teams have burned a timeout so far. Goff looking, fires, incomplete. Third down and 3. Goff fires to Jahmyr Gibbs. It's caught and he's stopped. And Fox is on to punt again. That's a fair catch. And with 4:02 to go in the first quarter, we'll step aside and take a break and come back in a little bit. You're watching the NFC Championship game here on YouTube TV Network. 21-0. Atlanta leads it. They'll have the ball when we get back. Welcome back to the NFL on YouTube TV network. The Falcons leading 21-0 here in Detroit on the road, trying to make their third appearance in the national championship. Obviously, the last two times didn't go so well for them. They lost both. Trying to get back and potentially defeat whoever their opponents will be. Drake London, touchdown reception the last time out. Makes the catch there. First down and 10. This pass is caught by Kyle Pitts, who has 2 touchdowns on the board already. Or no, 1 touchdown on the board, excuse me. That's right, the halfback scored 2. Hands it off to Robinson. He too has a touchdown on the board. He gets the first down though. And he's going to get sacked on that play, trying to escape. It's only a loss of 2, though, so 2nd and 12. Ritter takes the snap. He's going to fire. He's got incomplete, intended for Hollins. Oh, that was so close. 3rd down and 12. Going for Hollins again. Caught! Touchdown! And Atlanta goes up by 1 more. What a catch. But the officials are probably going to review that and make sure. Looked like he got in, but that's going to probably be a review just to make sure. Nope. It is official. It is a touchdown. And the Falcons leading 28-0 here on the road. The Lions got some work to do if they want to try to get back in this one. Luckily for them, still plenty of time to do it. This is only the first quarter, but if they don't start scoring and the Falcons keep scoring, this is going to be a long game for the Lions. Looks like an injury timeout for Green there, yep. Goff fires incomplete, almost intercepted. That would have been the first turnover of the game. Goff firing towards Amon-Ra St. Brown, incomplete. Throwing a bullet pass towards Josh Reynolds, incomplete. And it seems like here in the first quarter, the Lions can't get anything to go. Fox punting this one. And that's returned to his own 47, and that is where Desmond Ritter and company will take over 1st and 10. Fighting for the first down, he's got it. Incomplete, intended for Kyle Pitts. Robinson on the rush. Gain of 4. Third down and 6. There it is. Caught. End zone touchdown. And the extra point is good. 35-0. This is going to be a long game for the Lions. Good news for them is it's still the first half, and we still got the whole second half to play. Goff's going to keep it himself, and he's going to get a yard. Might be able to get one more play. No, that's going to end the first quarter on YouTube TV Network. Getting ready to start the second quarter of play here. And the Lions trail big in this one, 35-0. And Jared Goff is sacked. That's what's been killing him in this game, too. Fire it to Reynolds, deep down the field, he's got it. It's been a minute since the Lions have been on this side of the field. Montgomery with the rush. Gain of 6 there. So far, the Lions have a field goal miss. A lot of turnovers. Goff pushing for the first down, and it's going to be a 3rd and inches. What is Goff going to do here? Fire for Jamison Williams. He's got it. Williams on the run. Brought down inside the 10. Goff fires. Incomplete, intended for Sam Laporta. Goff firing. Amon-Ra St. Brown has it. 3rd and goal at the 2. Montgomery fighting his way into the end zone. He gets in. And finally, the Detroit Lions are on the board. Touchdown, David Montgomery. Like we said, this game is not over yet. As the extra point is up and good, and it's now 35-7. And we'll grab a quick break and come back in about 30 seconds.